everybody? Hey, I'm back at it again. Look, doing truly one of my like home time favorites, right? So you done already seen the thumbnail, you done read that title, so you know we doing a loaded, this is really like a loaded steakhouse, baked potato, but we're gonna do it like in the form of a potato salad, right? So with that being said, if you guys take a look, we got some ingredients right here. And don't forget, everything that I'm showing you right now is on my website, and that's smokinandgrillin.ab.com, and that's WITAB.com, right? So even when you go there and you click on it, you're taking a look at the ingredients. As you scroll down, it'll have lines to it and the words telling you what each individual item is, all in that picture, right? So listen, we do go the extra mile to make sure that you guys got everything that you need to be successful. Now, when you're saying a loaded baked potato, you gotta have the potato, right? But check it out, these are the baby potatoes. Listen, they didn't have any big ones, but it doesn't make a difference. The whole objective is for us to cut these down, right? You want all of these to be the same size so that when we boil these, we want them all to be fork tender. But when we boil them, we want them to be ready together, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just give you a demonstration right now. These already have been washed, right? Even if I do them in halves like this, right? Now this one right here is a little bit bigger. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one down into quarters, right? And when we have pieces that are like this, let me go ahead and get this to separate like this. Once we have them like this, if we get them all that same size, when we boil, these will be ready probably in about like 8 minutes, right? You just want them to be fork tender. And don't forget, when we assemble it, with our dressing that we put in there to make, that ties it all in, the crisp edges that you see, these start to go away. Oh man, this right here is fire. And again, don't forget, everything is on my website, smokinandgrillin.ab.com, and that's WITAB.com, right? So what you guys are not seeing back here is the bacon. You got to put some bacon in there. You ever had a loaded baked potato without this? I guess all of the people that don't eat pork, they don't have the bacon, you know what I mean? At a steakhouse, you wouldn't have that option. But check this out. If you guys are at home, they do make a beef bacon. I'll put the link in there. I don't get nothing for it, but I think you guys need to get it, folks. You know what I mean? It is actually truly the best. And only reason I'm using pork right now, because I am completely out. So with that being said, let's cook. Now I just said right now, like let's cook, right? But to be honest with you, all we're gonna do is boil these potatoes and get them nice and soft, right? So this is what we're gonna do. I got my kosher salt, right? So we're gonna come over here. When I get over here, look, I already got my pot. I got it on super high right now. I'm getting ready to try to get this up to a boil, right? So I'm gonna take some kosher salt and just put a couple of generous pinches in here, right? Then I'm gonna go ahead and get me something, like a wooden spoon or something like that. And you just wanna stir this around, let this melt. Dissolve, that'll be the right thing. Now, after that's done, I'm gonna come back over here, right? Put this down. And now what we're gonna do is we just like multitasking, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and put some heat underneath the bottom of my pan, right? And we're gonna go ahead and start making this bacon. Now I start off with a medium flame, that's a good one, And then I can tell you a little trick too. If you guys ever make bacon and you put it in a cold pan and then bring it up, keep it from being so wrinkly. But right now I'm expediting this. This is like a medium high flame underneath the bottom. I just want to hurry up and get this going. Right, then after this, then we're gonna go ahead and cut down, our potatoes. Let me just start right here. I got a splatter guard. Listen, I'm the one that does the cleaning for my kitchen, right? So this right here keeps all of the grease in the inside. You know what I mean? So you just put this over the top right here. And I do like the fact that I'm on, I use my countertop, having myself one of these, butane stoves right here. These are really like for camping. A lot of you guys ask me. I need to just start keeping this in my description box. And, so you guys can like just pick yourself up one. It's cool to have this going. If you ever run out of room on your stove, great for the holidays. And it's super great if you outside. You know what I mean? So a lot of us, we outside on the grill doing whatever, or we on the flat top. This right here, bring this out, set this on the table and cook whatever. Keep your whole environment outside, right? Now, with all of that being said, I want you guys to come on over here and take a look. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one more time for you. Remember, it's about the size of the cubes that you're gonna be making, right? So if I cut this down in the quarters here, look at this. Right? That's still a little bit on the big side, right? So I cut this down in half, just this one and maybe this one. You don't want to cut them too small. I'm gonna show you what I mean. If I cut them here, now that's extremely, that'll work. But these smaller ones, listen, when you mixing everything together, because these will be a little bit more cooked than these, what this does is this adds as your thickening agent. You understand what I'm saying? Think about that, folks, right? So listen, we can do them cubed, but since we got the small, red potatoes, we're gonna just go ahead and cut them like this. We don't care how they look. We just want them all to be the same size. Now, I'm not finna bore you guys. Oh man, if you eating that pork, it ain't nothing like sizzling bacon. That's all I hear, folks. So let me go ahead and cut these down, and then from here, after we're done with that, then we'll go ahead and make our, our base to the potato salad. Okay, so boiling, we got the salt in there, we got our potatoes, right? You don't want to fill your pot up with a whole bunch, right? I'm gonna get back because it's gonna splash just a little bit, right? And then you can see it just brings down the boiling temperature. So that was the right amount of water for what I'm doing, right? I'm still gonna leave it on high. I'm gonna keep checking these about every 3 or 4 minutes, but I'm gonna do that after I go ahead and start it, right? When it returns back to a boil. All right, so now we just take this out. You just get you a paper lined plate. If you guys ever notice, a lot of times I'm using paper plates, folks. You know what I mean? Just something disposable. You know what I mean? Recycle's easy. Right? Now, here go be the key. Now I'm gonna leave this like this, just so that it can dry out. Try not to put them on top of each other like I just did. Right? So we got them like that. Now, what we gonna do with this? We're gonna strain and put that in there. Right? Now you wanna get you a fine mesh, strainer, and a small one like this is perfect. Let me move this out the way so you guys can come on in here. Come on in here and take a look. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna just take this. This part right here is real simple. But for those of you guys that like to have that base for everything to start to taste super good, that's what you're gonna wanna have right there. True bacon grease. Now, they sell this, but why? When we use bacon enough, we should be able to save it. And then take a look right here. Let me put my hand back here. Can you guys see that? Boom. Now, I don't know if you can hear, but I can hear the rumble from the boiling, from my pot. We're gonna come over here and take a look. And then look, I'm gonna take this over here. Let me get myself a toothpick. I see it fork tender, but to me it's really toothpick tender, right? So I got these long toothpicks. I use these for like cooking. Okay, so I like the way, the tenderness of my potatoes, right? So if I stick this in here and try to keep it I'm trying to get it to come up. Look, it's up now, just a little bit, and then it tries to come off. Now these are the thicker pieces. I know that look, if I just, that's it. That one, I didn't like the way that went. Let me just do it like this. Now, no jerk, just a little bit of a turn. Once it gets momentum, it slides off, right? So now I'm gonna take this, I got a colander in my sink, turn on my cold water, and now we just go ahead and let this cool, right, as we pour this in here. We just wanna stop it from cooking. We don't want it to be overly, mushy. Let's talk about this. I'm an advocate for, shredding our own cheese. And then I always tell everybody shred on like the small side, right? We're gonna do a combination. I'm gonna go ahead and start shredding now. Now, if you guys have one of these shredders like I have right here, I like it because you can shred. Even when I get finished, I'm gonna use probably everything that's in here, right? But when I'm done, I'll shred some more and put the top on this and then put it in the refrigerator. It makes it so easy, folks. That way, if I need a cup of shredded cheese, I got some and it's fresh. Now, I'm gonna come here on this side and do it on the side that most people use. You can see the shreds right there. Look at this size. And this is so that we can see it, right? So I'm looking down in there. We only need about 1 cup. It depends on how many potatoes you got. So I'm giving you guys a base. It depends on how much, potato, the dressing that we're gonna use. That's what determines really how much of the ingredients that you have, right? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and cut these, right? I've already cut 1 layer, 2 layer. I'm gonna come up, and we probably go right here. That's good. Then you just wanna cut it down this way. Now, just bring this around. Try to keep everything intact. Now, I take the knife, right? And then you wanna take it and this is gonna determine how big our dice is, right? So, even though we got that out right there, now, I'll fix these later. Now we just take this and then I come down like this, right? It might not look like nothing now, but once I separate it all, right, and you'll see they dice up just fine. And then if you get your little stragglers or whatever, just go ahead and cut them down yourself. Any pieces you feel like need to be smaller, just go ahead. I love the layers and the flavor, most of all, of the red onion. You guys let me know down in the comment section what's your favorite, onion. I know most of you guys probably gonna say that sweet onion. All right, so these are done, right? Now, remember earlier I said I wanted to ask you guys a question. Now, with us calling this a steakhouse or a loaded baked potato, and it's a potato salad, does it lose any of its potato salad feel or steakhouse or loaded potato salad feel if we don't use dill? Now, I just put these here to represent that. I didn't have no hole. If I was gonna take these, I would take them. Let me just move them down like this. I'm gonna show you, but to me, I just wanna be honest with you guys and just keep it truly 100, right? And that is, I like sweet relish, right? So is it any less of a steakhouse potato salad style loaded potato if it's done with sweet relish, or should it be dill? You guys let me know down in the comment section below. All right, so everything is ready. We didn't cut. Now you guys got to do this so the timing is right? All of this should have been mixed. So when that comes out, all you got to do is wait for that to cool. So that's really what we're doing. That's why I did it this way, but you guys find your rhythm of how you want to do it, right? So I'm gonna take this bowl that I have right here and all of these ingredients go in there because we're making the base, for the potato salad, right? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get this. Now you guys gonna wanna have a rubber spatula. You wanna get all of your ingredients. I'm looking at that right now and that's telling me I'm gonna need to add a little something else to it. It really depends on the amount of potatoes that you put in here, right? And you taste as you go. Once you get this, you'll find out exactly what you wanna add more of. Ooh, this is the little thinning agent right there. And then the Dijon mustard, this right here. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with this dill, since I did go ahead and cut it up. And then look at the size. Texture is everything with potato salad, right? So listen, when I make my southern potato salad, I know you guys are looking at it right now and just saying, ooh, where is the celery, eggs, and all that? Don't forget, we're doing a loaded, baked steakhouse potato salad. I'm gonna go ahead and give me just a little bit of this right here. Put this in here just to figure out where I want to be. It's gonna take all that onion. Ain't no need me messing with it. Now, I got my whisk. Let's go ahead and just work this in together. Look at that. Now that vinegar breaks it up just right. Look at that, folks. Now I got a little bit of a level up. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it right now. All of you guys don't have this, but I wanna let you know. This right here, put it right there. You see that right there? That's my bacon sea salt, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and grab myself, just like a generous pinch, and I'm gonna put some of that. It'll take two. Again, these are potatoes, folks. We still monitor how much, sodium we put in everything, but we just put that in there just like you guys see. Okay, so look, we add some more to this because it'll take a little bit more, right? Now the smaller pieces, earlier I had mentioned it'll become like a thickener, right? So as we fold this over here like this, you can see that we had enough. Ooh, look at that right there. Man, these are nice and soft. Oh yeah, it'll take it all of this, right? So that's in there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add some more onion to it, right? And then we just, constantly just fold this over. And as we fold, those smaller pieces, they kind of like break up and become a natural, thickener for it. And guess what, folks? Here come the cheese. Here come the cheese. All right, so we just add a little bit in here like this. It's gonna take all of this cheese probably. Right? So we just go ahead and keep folding because we want all of them small pieces to go ahead and, like I say, activate, get soft with all of this little tumbling right here. Now I'm telling you right now, what you saw me put in here was just a relish, that dill pickle. But your boy AB, I'm finna do me. Okay, so look, you guys just seen that I went ahead and chopped down my, my potatoes. My bacon, right? So come on in here. Let's go ahead and do it. Now I'm gonna put this back on the board just so you guys can see how much that is. I'm telling you now, if we're gonna make a steakhouse, then we're gonna have to use most of this bacon, right? You can just see, I'm gonna put it all in here because I'm telling you folks, it's not going to be too much, right? So if I just continue to fold like this, I love the fact that I can still see the red onion in here. We ain't hit it with no green yet, but we just fold it. Remember I told you how to kind of thicken up as it cools? All right, so this is what we're finna do. I'm just going ahead and cut down the rest of this. Now, what makes this so easy and, fun to cook when you have sharp utensils and the fact that this is my knife. I'm into knives, folks, if you guys haven't figured that out, but I love these Middleton-made knives. This is it right here. You see this? It's got the signature logo right here on the side, Smokin and Grillin with AB, and this is the collab with myself, Middleton-made knives. Now, listen, if you guys are looking for something that'll level up, your game, this right here is it. The balance on this is perfect, right? Just look at how that just minces this up. No issues at all. Now, you don't want to turn this to dust, folks. This right here, you can keep going. Oh, and most of all, this right here, I know it's dirty, but right now, most of all, it holds an edge very, very well. Middleton Made Knives is in my store. You guys check it out. You know what I mean? And then check him out too. You know what I mean? It's a black-owned company. You know what I mean? They did a nice little spread on him. You guys check that out. Now, I'm gonna take this And I'm not gonna add all of it. I'm gonna leave a little bit over here like that because we got to have something for garnish, right? Hit it here, add this. Now, I take my parsley once I got it this way, and I kind of like just fold it over this way, right? Now, I take this, my knife, and I just cut it down, right? Once I have it that way, I kind of like move it this way, and look at there, folks, we got green. Then when you wanted to get it even smaller, put your hand right here on the edge of your knife on the top, down towards the beginning, and just bring this over here just like this. Let me just go ahead and just add a little bit of this green in here like that. And now we start bringing this over with. Now look at the color. All right, so I got my bacon sea salt out. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've already tasted this. I can just tell you, only thing really is missing. Let me just go in here and get some. All right, so that's it right there. Love to have it, the onion on there. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna taste it again. Just give me another excuse to do it. Whew, this right here is right. Okay, everybody, so look, you see how it is. I done had several, bitefuls from this. This right here is just, it's good. So anytime I can go in here and get me some more, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Get some of this cheese. That's it right there. I don't know about y'all, but I want some baked beans, even though these aren't southern potato salad, but baked beans go good with this. Mac and cheese, collard greens, anything you want to put there, and then you guys can pick your own protein. But anyway, again, I'm not finna ramble. I'm finna go in here and get me some. I know I'm eating like I ain't never ate before. It's just good. Truly, folks, try this and come back and let me know down in the comment section below. It's just your new potato salad. That right there is fire. Ain't no need to put nothing extra on. This right here is right. Again, you guys got to try this. This might be your new way. You know what I mean? It goes together super easy too. You know what? This is actually faster than making a baked potato, especially if you're putting it in the oven. Now, with that being said, let me know if there's anything I could have did here. And I know some of you guys might say adding an egg, but would it still be? We just trying to do something different. Other than that, we might as well make a southern, style potato salad. But this right here, either one of them, you guys are, tossing a bucket to me. You know what I mean? But to be honest with you, this right here is like, right now, it's my front runner. So let me know down in the comment section below. Now, if you're new to my channel, let me take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And you know how I leave all of my videos. I'm gonna let you guys come on in here and take a look at this, but you know what? Your boy is out. Peace.